Hello, everybody. Welcome to Fall River Media News. I'm your host, Dave Mead, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the debate today. And I do have my co-host Annalisa on. She's backstage, and I'm gonna put her on right now. I hope please come and join my Fall River Media, because we got a lot to talk about today. Hey, Annalisa.
Hey David, what's up?
Not much, man. Not much. Bunch of crazy people out there. I know. This whole this whole entire Fall River, Massachusetts, is a bunch of nuts. And I was actually talking to a bus driver today, and well, one of the bus drivers, the same guy, and he said to me, he says, Dave, he says it's not going to be long before they have the National Guards down here. So it
No,
won't.
sir.
Yeah, he told me that. And every time he says something, it always comes true.
Happens.
It happens. Oh, it's not going to be. It won't be long before the National Guards come down here because of all the craziness that's going on between the bus terminal. Somebody told me today. Um, I won't mention any names, but they told me that there was a big, huge fight up the Flint here between
Where?
two black guys. I mean,
Where?
yeah, in the
Where was
Flint,
it from?
yeah, in the Flint, yeah. So and even even the bus driver indicated to me that he says, Dave, he says, I'm just going to let you know now, things are not going to change. It's far this it's far Massachusetts is far gone. It's not going to change. There's
Oh,
nothing. There's not. And he said, Dave, he says, you know me. He says every time I say something, something always comes true. Yeah. So, and he's a lot older than me.
well,
Yeah.
some. I mean, I say, I say, like, don't give up
Yeah.
on the change. I mean, the state itself. The politicians. Um,
Hmm.
that's going to be tough to get rid of them. But the only thing that people can do is really to go vote.
Yeah.
That's that's
People
about
have
it.
to. Yeah. People have to go out there and vote. You know what I'm saying? They have to get out there. They got to vote. I mean, if they want change.
Yep.
But if not,
Yep.
what's going to happen? And he said it's already on the verge of happening. We're going to have the National Guards down here.
Well, I
Police.
told
Yeah.
we talked with Alphonse last night, right?
Yeah.
And he said he would bring in the National Guard
Yeah.
when he was running. When he wanted. I think he still wants to be mayor, but
Yeah. Well, he has to either write himself in because he didn't get enough signatures.
right.
He needs 300 signatures to be mayor of the city of Fall River.
To get on the
Good
ballot.
evening, Corey Reynolds. Good evening, Corey Reynolds. Yeah. And but and you know what puzzles my mind a lot, that we
But
had we had those three open mics yesterday, right?
yeah.
And Mayor Paul COOGEN, the mayor of the city of Fall River, he wasn't even at any of them.
No, why should he show up? He thinks
Yeah.
he's gonna win. He thinks he's a shoe in.
Yeah. So yeah, he thinks he
They
is going to
all
win.
do. All the incumbents, all the Democrats in Massachusetts think they're a shoo-in.
Oh yeah. You know, Corey Reynolds wants a. Yeah, let me see. And he says, "I am so sick of these school shootings and churches shootings, and that shootings. The other day was a
Oh, it's
transgender.
definitely a mental.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, we talked about that last night too.
yeah. We talked about all this last night too, about the shooting that went on in the churches and the schools.
Well,
And,
the FBI is already has information on this guy.
yeah,
He doesn't like the Jews.
nope,
Free Palestine in his manifesto, and he didn't like the Christians either. So I mean, that is a mental illness.
got a mental illness going on. You know what I'm saying, and I've been saying this for a very long time. We have to. I mean, there is help for that. You know what I'm saying? There is help. I mean, we have child and family services. We have, psychiatrists. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there is help for that. I mean, there's no need. There's no need to people to express and fall out their anger on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like on Friday the 15th, when that girl started screaming at the security guard, spitting in his face. Then the other one coming up to me and whack, and then the other one, and then the other one coming up to me and whacking me. Still hasn't been found yet.
Oh, you're not going to see them up in that area. They know they're wanted.
Yeah, of course not. But
Right.
son. But see, the thing is, with that, okay. Oh, the security guard says, they're only kids. I don't want to. Right there, he says, I don't want to call the cops on them. I don't want them have them arrested because they're only kids. So, getting away with violence is the answer? Of course not.
Oh, that's terrible. What is he a security guard for?
Yeah.
He should get fired. That guy needs to get fired.
Yeah. Well, something needs to be done because they're not really doing their job down there.
No, that's not doing your job. That's like being a woman. That's like being a mother. Oh, you poor baby. I mean, come on.
But also the bus driver had said that their hands are tied too, because so I kind of like really got it where that they have to stand down and not do a thing and just let them do whatever they want.
Which is also wrong. That's why these people do what they do.
That's right.
Because they know they're going to get away with it.
Yeah. They are getting away with it.
Yeah. And there's no enforcement of the law. There's the law against vandalism, and there's the law against assault. Those two things were done that day.
Yeah.
And they should have been detained and taken away and charged.
Yep. But it didn't happen.
No.
Because they were underage. And
but how does he know that?
He doesn't know that.
Right. He's making an assumption by the way they look. And a lot of people look young for their age.
Oh, yeah. You bet you. Oh, yep. A lot of people do.
Yeah. I mean, somebody could look even older than they really are.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, so you can't go by how somebody looks and make that determination that they're minors and I don't want to get them in trouble. That is really stupid.
If I was a security guard down there, you bet your boots that they would be wearing bracelets and they'd be off to jail destruction of property. They'd be off the jail. I wouldn't care what CERTA said. Okay, I wouldn't care what my company said. They'd be off the jail. That's what they would be.
Well, they were supposed to detain them.
Yeah.
The security guards have handcuffs as well.
Of course.
When they didn't do what they were supposed to do to make sure that that place is safe.
Yeah. And it
They
wasn't.
do it.
They blew it. That's what they did. And, you know, let me tell you a story, Annalisa. When I used to work for Wells Fargo Security, I used to carry handcuffs, okay?
Yeah.
I used to work up in the oil refinery.
Yeah.
From 1 o'clock and from seven to next morning.
Okay.
I went around.
You did the night shift.
Yeah, I did the night shift. I went around. I walked around.
Yeah.
Come daylight, it was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Before my shift ended.
Yeah.
3 kids, okay, were walking up. I was standing on the hill. I saw one kid pull out a BB gun and put a hole in the tank. So I said, all right. I said, I'm gonna go down there right now. So I went down there. I says, hey. I says, what? I said, give me that BB gun. I said, what is wrong with you? Okay. I said, you just shot a hole in the tank. Now you got oil coming out.
Oh boy.
Then I said, give me that. So the other kid goes, oh, you want my BB gun too? I said, what? I said, what are you guys? I said, what are you guys doing with BB guns? And he looked at me, and I said, look. I said, turn around. I said, march. I said, get up in my office right now. I said, I'm calling your parents now. They turned around. They looked at me. They go. I said, don't look at me and don't laugh at me. I said, you get up there right now, and you get up there. As soon as you get up there, there's a couch there, and you guys are gonna sit right there. Mm-hmm. So I took the BB guns. I put them on the table. I said, as soon as I went up there, I said, at first, I said, I'm gonna deal with you guys later. I said, I'll deal with you later, but right now I have to call down by the boat and tell them that there's a leak in refinery number 5. Mm-hmm. So I had to call them and tell them there was a leak, and I said, but I have the people. I have the little heathens up here, the ones that did it. So. And I said to one of them, I said, I says, what's your mother's name? I says, I want your number right now.
And when was this?
This was back, back in 2016.
Oh, wow.
So okay. I said, look, give me your number now. He looked at me, he says, don't call my mother. I said, you rather me call the cops or you want me to call your mother? So he goes, I said, look, if I call the cops, you're going to go to jail. He goes, please don't put me in jail. Please don't put me in. I said, look, then give me the number. So he gave me his mother's number. I called his mother. I said, excuse me. Hi. I said, I'm, so-and-so. I'm a security guard down at, the oil refinery. Your son had a BB gun and he shot a hole in in one of the tanks.
Is this in Fall River?
This was in Tiverton. This was in Tiverton.
Where?
In Tiverton, towards Grinnell's Beach.
Okay.
There was an oil fountain there. So, and then I asked the other kid. I said, look, the other kid was a troublemaker. He was a punk. I said, look, I said, you know something? I said, I want your number right now. Or give it to you. I said, you want to bet? I said, I'll call the cops on you. He says, oh, you threatening me to call the cops on you? I said, yeah, I am. I said, I will put the cuffs on you and I will send you to jail. So he gave me his number. And the other kid that was with him already had his number out. He says, "You can call my mother." He says, "I don't want to go to jail." So the parents came down. I said, "Look," I said, "I'm not going to call the cops because
They're lucky.
you guys are young, okay?" So that's why I called the parents. The parents came down. The parents looked at the kid, and she picked him up by his ears, and she twisted his ears a little bit. She said, "You get your butt right in that car right now. You're punished when you go home." She says to me, "Officer, because I was the security guard, is there any chance that I get the BB gun back?" I said, "No, you're not getting the BB gun back." I said, "The BB gun's staying with me." I said, "Actually, they're all staying with me, all three of them, because they're not supposed to have them. You ought to be lucky that I don't charge you for your kids having them because they're underage." So she goes, "What do you mean by that?" I said, "Well," I said, "you're lucky." I said, "Just take your kids home. I don't want to see kids."
She was worried about the BB gun?
Yeah, she was worried about the BB guns.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So I said, "You're not getting them back." I said, I said, "You're not." I said, "That's impossible." I said, "If I give them to you, then I have to call the cops. So I am going to call the police department, and I'm going to they're going to go to them, and they're going to throw them in the furnace and burn them. So because we don't want them on the street." But the kids, they got punished. Oh my God, I never seen kids get whacked.
Good.
They got it though. The mother gave it to him. I was like, "Oh," I said, good for you, Mom. I give up the good work.
I wonder if parents still do that now.
I think so, yeah.
You do?
Yeah. They do that now. Believe it or not. It was funny though. I said, she turned around and told me, she said, "But thank you for not calling the cops." I said, "I don't want to do that."
But what happened with the oil tank?
The oil tank, they had to come down and patch it up.
Oh my God.
Oh God, man, there was oil leaking out of that thing like crazy. I'm like, oh my God. I said, I hope they patch that thing up quick. Yeah, because I have to go around like every hour.
Yeah, right.
And punch keys as I go around. So it was funny. I mean, hey, it wasn't funny though, taking like 3 BB guns off of 3 kids.
Yeah, they're lucky they didn't come across the cops because they might have taken it as a real gun.
Yeah, they're lucky that they came across me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I spoke just like if I was their father.
Yeah.
They were pretty good.
You wonder if they have a father in their lives.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, kids tend to listen to somebody that they don't know. Kids are like that all the time. They tend to listen to somebody that they don't know.
Well, if you threaten them to go to call the police, that was a good one.
Well, I need peanuts. So they tend to listen to somebody that they don't know. And because you don't know.
I know what you mean, yeah.
But it was all good though. You know what I'm saying? I just
yeah, but you know what happened on the 15th at the bus terminal? I mean, you getting punched and vandalism, that's not the same thing.
No, it's not.
No, that's another level. That's another level. So it looks like President Trump is thinking of putting the National Guard in Chicago.
Good for him. We need it. I hope he brings it out here too.
Yeah,
we do need it over here.
And you know, we said yesterday that the National Guard is now at the Union Station in D.C., where the Amtrak trains are. So that's good too. What did you ever get in touch with the Federal Transit administration?
No, I didn't. I tried. I tried to call them. I looked for their email and everything, but I'm gonna get to them. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna get to them because
It's interesting that their mailbox is full.
it is interesting, and
Yeah,
I told Linda that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That their mailbox is full.
Hmm.
Maybe no, Alan Donnelly, they didn't. Scott and Donnelly, no, they didn't.
What?
No, he asked about okay. Did they catch the person that attacked you? What a joke that is.
They're never gonna get caught now. Are you kidding? Yeah, they
Uh,
should have been detained right away. They're
they
not
should
gonna
have been they should have been detained by the security guards, but the security guards are too stupid.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, over there. I go down there. I just take the bus. I don't even talk to them anymore. Cause
The security guards?
they're too dumb.
All of them? They're all the same?
Yeah, they're all the same.
Oh god. What a waste.
They're all
What a
the
waste
same.
of money. Waste of
Yeah,
money.
they're all the same down there. I mean, they could have detained them, but they didn't. Oh, they're only kids. They're only kids. They're only kids. Yeah, I don't want to call the cops on them. So why are you a security guard, dummy?
You know, it's one thing if a kid gets out of hand and starts yelling and all that, but not when they, to me, they don't look like kids.
Yeah.
But not when somebody vandalizes a bus
Yeah.
and then assaults somebody else. That's no, they should have been detained, kid or not. They should have been detained. They should have been detained. Because
They're
that's what
probably. Well,
yeah.
Scotland Donnelly said they're probably from New Bedford.
Well, I mean, we need the National Guard, the Nation Garden.
Nation Guard.
The National Guard was a suspect from New Bedford. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
If they know, if the police know, or if the security guards know, they're not giving out that information.
But I think they know who they are.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, the National Guard, yeah. I mean, I think I did my live this morning, and I was talking about Michelle Wu, and how she's getting ready, thinking that the National Guard is going to go to Boston as well.
Yeah, and ICE is already over there.
Yeah, ICE is already there because of the illegals, but the National Guard, I think, is a different story.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I did not hear President Trump say that he was going to go to Boston or that the National Guard was going to Boston. I didn't hear that.
No.
Instead, the director of ICE, Lyons, who's from Massachusetts, said that they were going to flood Boston with ICE agents, not the National Guard.
Yeah.
But Michelle Wu keeps talking about the National Guard, and she's trying to rev up people in Boston, saying that the National Guard is going to be in Boston against their will. And it's like, well, how do you know that? I mean, maybe some people want to see the National Guard there.
Well, I like to see the National Guards over in Boston. I like to see the National Guards down here too in Fall River.
Right. In the cities is where you have the issue. The crime.
Yeah. And around the bus station.
Yeah, in the city.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Washington, D.C. The The National Guard is now at the Union Station, and they're armed, by the way. The
Good.
National Guard is armed.
At the Union Station, where, Boston?
No, in D.C.
And DC. Oh, good. And they're armed. Good.
Yeah, they're armed. Yeah, when you're armed, you're not going to fool around with those people.
No,
Okay.
I wouldn't.
No, of course not. They're going to shoot. They're going to kill you.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, absolutely. They sure will. So,
Well, I like to see the National Guards down here.
and
That's
it's amazing how crime, they said, has gone down, and what President Trump is doing is working. Yeah, because the criminals are cowards.
They are cowards. Every single
Just
one.
like those two girls at the bus terminal. Same thing. Same thing.
Cowards.
Yep. Yep.
If
there was a policeman there with a gun, I doubt they would have done that.
I doubt it too.
I don't think they would have done it.
They wouldn't be screaming and spitting in people's face.
That's right. Yeah.
The reason why they did it is because it's only security guards. And
They also knew that they were going to get away with it because the security guards did nothing.
Did nothing about it at all.
Because they did nothing with that girl that was screaming and vandalized the bus. The sister saw the opportunity that those two security guards were not doing anything and decided to hit you.
Yeah.
That's how they are. That's how they are.
I'll tell you one thing. That those security guards, I don't even think we should even have security guards down there.
No, for what?
They're useless.
They're useless. You're paying them money for nothing.
Yeah, they're useless.
You might as well carry something yourself. You're better off.
Yeah, they're useless. Yeah, I don't really care what people think of what I'm saying about them. They're useless. I wouldn't even let I wouldn't even let Linda down there by herself. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, that's just awful. That's just awful.
Nope.
That is so. I said it before. We said it before. It's the law-abiding citizen.
Yeah.
That is getting. That is suffering the consequences of this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's not. It's just not right. It's not right.
It's the law-abiding citizens that are suffering.
Yeah, we're the ones, we can't go at this time. We can't go like this. We have to go now. And that is just terrible. That's just terrible.
It is. It's awful.
That has to happen. It should not be happening. This should not be happening. Okay?
But it is.
Yeah, but I know it is. But because crime is out of control. Because the law is not enforced.
Mm-hmm.
Just like with the security guards, they do not do their jobs. The law doesn't get enforced.
Nope, it's not getting enforced. Oh, we only do what we can.
Oh, they're kids. I'm not going to call the cops on the kids. How do you know that they're kids? And how do they know this?
So basically you're not going to do anything. Is that what you're saying?
No matter if you get assaulted by the kid, punches you in the ear, and they vandalize a bus, they spit in your face, but your excuse is that they're kids. That is really retarded. You know that?
And you know what I've been talking about too today at Market Basket?
What?
I just remembered. One time when Mayor Paul COOGEN, when he had his time, I don't know if I ever talked to you about this one, but when he got into an accident, right? He hit somebody's car.
Huh? Oh, car accident? Yeah.
He got because he got in because Mayor Paul COOGEN was drinking at the time, So he got in and he hit somebody's car. So you know what he did? He called the police chief, and he didn't want it on the books. Did you know that Mayor Paul COOGEN paid these people off? I'll never forget this. On his last campaign.
Oh yeah, they do that all the time, Dave. They do that all the time.
Mayor Paul COOGEN paid these people off because he did not want it on the books.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So,
right.
So how are you? How are you? Following the law when you're drinking and you hit somebody's car, you call your police chief and tell your police chief and say, well, I was in an accident, but I don't want it on the books.
Well, yeah, because Paul COOGEN is their boss.
Yeah.
And a lot of these politicians take advantage of it.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
And but if that was me, that was you, or if that was anybody else, guess what? We'd be arrested. This happened in his campaign a long time ago. He hit somebody. I never forgot it. I never forgot that. So you're drinking, you hit somebody's car, you call your police chief and tell your police chief that you were in an accident. I don't want it on the books. And then you pay these people off. I mean, tell me that ain't corrupt.
Of course it is. See, again, it's lawlessness, the law.
Yeah.
Okay? They just don't, the law does not apply to them. They don't, and unfortunately, you have their subordinates, which is the police, that listen to them.
Yeah.
So what kind of a police officer is that?
That ain't a police officer to me, because because I'll tell you, I mean, this is why people are upset, because if they do it and they get caught, they're arrested. You know what I'm saying? But if a politician like Mayor Paul COOGEN does it, he doesn't get arrested and he don't lose his license.
Yeah, they don't. There's no consequences for them. Not
at all.
And it's the same thing for those two girls at the bus station. Same thing.
Yeah.
No consequences. There are no consequences, even though they're wanted and they're probably not going to get picked up. But I don't think that they're going to be showing their faces at the bus terminal
around a bus
anytime soon, because it's too soon.
Yeah, it's too soon.
What happened? So, again, it's the lawlessness. It really is. And when you have this lawlessness, you're going to have chaos. It's going to be chaotic, like in DC, like in Chicago. Boston is starting to become that way now, too, because of Michelle Wu, LA, the riots. San Francisco is a mess. I mean, our major cities that used to be so nice to go to have now become hellholes.
Trash.
They're hell. Yeah. Who wants to go? Like, now you can go to Washington, D.C.
Of course.
Like, people are out and about. They feel safe.
They feel safe because the National Guards are there.
Right. That's right. Because they took over. They took over the police.
Yeah.
Because the police can't do it. The Democrats can't do it. They don't know what they're doing. They're stupid.
Yeah.
They just don't know. They just don't have discipline. They just don't. And I saw an article today.
Go ahead.
And it's about the crime. Remember yesterday we were talking about the crime and how it is like a really important issue with voters.
Yeah.
Next to the economy. Okay, but a new poll, this is what the headline says. A new poll suggests 81% of Americans agree with Trump on crime in cities. 81%.
Wow. I agree with him too.
Can you imagine 81%?
That's a lot.
A new poll reveals that 81% of US adults perceive crime in large cities as a major problem. Donald Trump has deployed National Guard troops to Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., and indicated he may expand crime crackdowns to other major cities such as New York and Chicago. Boston hasn't been named.
I wonder
Okay,
why.
he hasn't said anything about Boston.
I wonder why.
And the Democrat governors don't like it. He told the governor of Illinois told Trump not to go.
Telling the president of the United States what to do.
Yeah.
How is that going to work for him?
I mean, something does need to be done, because I think there this week, what was it? What's today? Last weekend, I think 6 murders were committed in Chicago.
Shooting, gang related.
Yeah, shootings and also people that were injured. I mean, it is, they say, the worst city for murders in the country is Chicago. Yeah, it's Chicago. Can you imagine, after all this time, that none of the elected officials can do anything about it?
Nope.
That's been going on for a long time.
Yep.
That problem that Chicago has. It's been going on for a long time.
Well, they need to take care of that bad boy, that problem there.
Yeah. So, I mean, 81%, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. That's 8 out of 10 people.
I agree with the president.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, anybody that has a normal head on, a brain that's still left in their skull would want to curb crime in these cities, because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. Why do we have to live like this?
We don't have to live like this.
Like, why are we the ones that have to change our way of life because of these thugs that are out on the street and nothing happens to them? Like, why?
Well,
we deserve better, Dave.
Yeah, we do.
We deserve better.
We do deserve better.
Starting with the mayor of Fall River, he's another one that's got to go.
Well, he has to, because, I mean, come on, look at already. Well, back in his last election, he got into an accident at the Portuguese Club on South Main Street. No, he got into an accident. Yeah, I guess he might have.
Wasn't it the Democrats that said no one is above the law?
Yeah.
Aren't they the ones that came up with that slogan?
Yeah, no one is no. I don't care if you're a Democrat. I don't care who you are. You're not above the law, believe it or not.
Yeah, but they're the ones that coined that phrase. But yet they're the ones that get away with everything.
Yep, they claim it. They're the ones that kept saying it. Well, they're the ones that kept on saying it. Well, do you know that no politician's above the law? But here's the Democrats. They're breaking the law themselves. These politicians, Democratic politicians, they're breaking the law themselves.
And the people that stand with them are the same. They get away with it.
Yeah, Mayor Paul COOGEN, he broke the law by calling up his police chief and saying, "Well, I don't want this on the books," and end up paying the people money. Okay, yeah, that's been proven.
And who's going to do anything to the mayor, because who's above the mayor?
No, but I don't even know.
I don't think there is. Like in Fall River, who's above the mayor that somebody can go to and say, you know, he bribed the police not to send him to jail or get charged or this incident, accident be in the paper? Like, who do
Let
they
me
go to? There's
let me
nobody to go to.
let me check that. Maybe. Hold on. Check that out. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on 1 second.
That's why these people love being in office because they can do practically whatever they want. No accountability.
Well,
No accountability.
all right. So the mayor is usually the top elected official in the city or town. So in most cases, he doesn't have a direct boss, but the way the employee does. However, the voters are the mayor's
Voters, yeah.
ultimate boss because they can vote him
Right.
out in the next election. The mayor also has to follow the state laws and federal laws and the city charters, and the city has its own constitution
Mhm.
or govern documents. In the same city, that the city council has a lot of power and can check or limited the mayor authority. If the crime is misconduct and it
Ooh.
happened in court, the state government and governor could step in. So the mayor isn't an employee with a boss, but he is accountable to the people and to the law. You
Well,
see?
that didn't happen in the
No,
law.
yeah.
That didn't happen.
So the mayor he's his own boss, in other words. So but the city council has more power than the mayor does. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you're mayor, okay, doesn't matter if you're mayor or not, because the city council is the body, the whole entire body. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah, but it says that when you're a mayor, you have to answer to the people and the law, and that didn't happen in
nope.
his situation.
Not nope, that didn't happen in his situation when he was drunk and he hit somebody's car, and he knows it. He knows he did.
Of course he knows that. They all know
Yeah,
it. They all
yeah,
know it.
he knows it. You know.
Yeah.
So why is this guy mayor of the city of Fall River when he did all of that, okay, and the people still voted him back in, okay.
You know how
But
many people voted Dave last election when he got back in? Do you know how many people actually went to vote
yeah.
in Fall River?
Well, it was a bad turnout. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good turnout. Yeah, it wasn't. I'm
Well,
saying,
you do have other candidates now, and people should know that you can write in a candidate. You do not have to vote for who's on the ballot.
not really. If someone writes in themselves, right? Do you know that when you write yourself in, you're taking votes away from other candidates?
Yeah,
Oh
and
yeah.
Alphonse said last night, I think this is when you disappeared and got disconnected.
Right.
He said that when some people, when they go to the voting booth and they don't want to vote for the candidates, they leave it blank.
Yep.
Okay,
All the
they
time.
don't even put in a write in, they just leave it blank. And Alphonse said, when that happens, what they do is they give the vote to the dominating party of the state.
Yeah.
So if people go to the voting booth in Massachusetts and
Yeah.
they don't like the candidates on the ballot and they don't vote, that vote goes to the Democrat.
Yeah. I don't know
But,
how true that is.
but if you put a name in there, that vote counts.
You got to put a name in your address.
No, not your address. You just put the write-in, Dave.
Just your
When
name.
you go vote and there's that blank area where you can put in somebody's name, they get the vote instead of the vote going to the Democrat.
Yeah.
So it takes the vote away from the Democrats.
Yeah.
If Alphonse is correct. He's been
I voted my name in a lot of times.
Yeah, you can do that.
I saw it.
What?
I saw it.
Yeah, and you can. But what? I don't know if people realize that or not. I'm not sure.
They can write their own name in.
Yeah, I don't know if they know they can write in a candidate or anybody's name. It doesn't have to be a candidate. It can be anybody. And, vote for whoever it is that, you want to be mayor or whatever.
Hey guys, vote me in for mayor.
They can do that if they want to.
Hey, vote me in for mayor, man. Hey, you know something? If you vote for me in for mayor, I'll give you a job.
Write in, a write-in.
A write-in.
Yeah, you write Dave's name on the on that line if you don't like any of the candidates.
If you don't like any of the candidates, write Dave Mead in there.
Yeah. Or whoever you
I would
want.
appreciate it. Huh?
Or whoever you want.
Or whoever you want.
Yeah. So, yeah, people need to go out and vote. I got to go out and vote.
Yeah. They'll probably will write my name in too.
Yeah, I bet you will get some people that will write your name.
Yeah, they will. Watch.
Yeah.
I'll have them come up to me later. Hey, Dave, I just wrote your name. I just wrote your name in for mayor.
Well, if you get enough, you never know.
Hey, I get enough write-ins, I'll tell you. I become the mayor of the city of Fall River. Believe me. Honestly.
Nothing is impossible. Anything could happen. Anything could happen.
Yeah, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Hey, look it. Like I said, but like I said, they wouldn't be any market rate housing. That's for sure. I'll guarantee that.
Well, there's got to be jobs.
They wouldn't be, but I'm getting to that.
There have to be jobs first before anybody can afford an apartment, right?
Yeah, every job first. The jobs will come first. I would have to build. The job growth in the city first. First off.
Well, and you have to bring down the crime, or else these people are not going to come. They're not going to go there. If it's a crime-ridden city, you have to take care of that first.
Yeah. The jobs, the crime. Well, I think it will be first the jobs, then the crime.
Yeah,
I work on both.
Yeah, you gotta do something about, you know, crime. If it's that bad, you need to do something. Something needs to get done. Something needs to get done.
Well, first off, we have a police department. I would talk to the chief and say, hey, look, we need, regardless, we need to full we need I'll get a grant going, and we need to staff the police department regardless. Okay, regardless, we need to staff them, and we also need to put two to a car. Okay, and two to a car, and and plus we need to I'll get a grant for overtime. You know what I'm saying? I'll get a grant for overtime. So that way, when we staff our police department, I'll have a grant, ready for them, for overtime. You know what I'm saying? When we grab some out of the academy, some cadets out of the academy. How did that sound? Good.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know how it works, but
Well, no, but I mean, it's if you want to crack down on crime, that's what you have to do. You got to staff you have to staff the Fall River Police Department. But what I would do is, after I'm done staffing the police department, I would get rid of the security guards down at the bus station, and I will put two police officers over there at the bus station.
yeah.
Okay, two police officers there, so that way, if there's a fight breaking out, the police officers have the powers to arrest. Okay, I will put two police officers there. I'll make sure that they get paid overtime too as well. You know what I'm saying, for being there. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
and plus, I will have police officers walking up and down downtown all the time from winter to summer. Okay, from winter to summer. Okay, have also have them walking in neighborhoods too, so that way they can see what they can also see what's going on. I'll have enough police officers for
I
that.
think I would put in the National Guard, Dave.
And well, I was getting to that. So I was getting to that part, but also I was getting into that part. I'm getting way ahead of myself here. And then I would take the National Guards, okay, the National Guard troops. I would also put them downtown. I also have them walking around, okay, everywhere. Okay. I will also have,
You know what else you need down there in Fall River is ice.
yes, I would have the National Guards walk through neighborhoods too as well. Okay. And plus we have the bike path. Okay. I would have the National Guards walk through the bike path too as well. So I mean, there'll be National Guards heavily armed walking through the neighborhoods, walking around downtown with the police officers and everything. So yeah, so that's how I would do it. And then if it gets really bad, then I would have to call out the Marines too. So then have the Marines come out and
Military.
and the Marines, and have them come out if it gets that bad. I'll say, look, you know something? And if it gets that bad, then I'll have the Green Berets come out too if they want. You know, no, I wouldn't be a pushover. No, I wouldn't. That I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I will not, because I make sure I have enough money. And you know something? And and that's the way you gotta crack down on crime. Okay? Gotta crack down on crime. National Guards work with the police. Okay, so that's how you crack down on crime.
Well, in the meantime, I told you, Dave, in Lynn, Massachusetts, they have social workers now instead
They're retarded.
going on calls of nonviolent crimes.
Yeah, non-violent crime. They're people up there that I think they've been smoking too much marijuana. Yeah, that's why.
My cousin sent me the link to that. Let me see if I can find it.
Send it to me. I want to take a look at this because I need a good laugh tonight.
So it's called lincalmteam.org. And it actually has, its own website.
Yeah.
It says it's a groundbreaking community response program rooted in, listen to this, racial equity and
Wow.
cultural competency built for and by the Lynn community. You've got illegals there. That's what it is. You got illegals there. For non-urgent questions, they have their own phone number, they have their own email, they have their own office. This is what they help you with: conflict resolution and mediation,
Yeah.
housing and legal support. That's all taxpayer money, by the way. Housing and legal, this is all taxpayer money. Mental and behavioral health support. Public health safety.
Yeah.
We're here to help with no judgments. Our unarmed team provides trained, respectful response to the community. So they actually put in there they are unarmed, which is really stupid.
Yeah.
That's very stupid because now the criminals know that these people are unarmed and they could create a situation that's nonviolent and these people are ambushed.
You got it.
Which has happened.
This is unbelievable.
So this is what they say in their About page: culturally relevant support for anyone that seeks it. People are met with compassion and love through life's challenges. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. Every service acknowledges the impact of trauma, listen to this, racial inequities, and other injustices that lead people to their life circumstances. Isn't it so convenient to blame your life on your race? Isn't that nice? Centers collaboration and working together to address root causes of suffering and marginalization in the community. You know how you fix that, Dave?
How?
Get them off of welfare and get them a job.
That's how you fix it.
That's how you do it. Get
them off of welfare. That's how you fix those kind of things.
They're marginalized. Why are they marginalized? If they're being discriminated against, you sue the people that are discriminating you. Find a job, and I bet you will find a job that you will not be discriminated against. You will get a job.
Yeah.
If you really want a job, you can get a job.
Absolutely. I can't believe this.
These are all excuses for people that don't take responsibility for what they're supposed to do. These are all excuses.
We have child and family services. We have mental health facilities.
This is victimhood, Dave. I'm the victim. I'm a victim because of my race. I'm a victim because I'm marginalized. I'm a victim because of this. I'm a victim because of that. It's like Hello, you live in the United States.
A
You
victim
can
this, a
get
victim that.
a job. You can go to another state and get a job.
That's right.
There's a lot of things that people can do unless they are physically or mentally disabled, which is a different story.
That true.
I mean, this victim. See, this is how people come out wimpy, right, Dave? They come out wimpy. Oh,
Yeah.
poor me. Oh, that guy just yelled at me. That lady just yelled at me, and you call up this calm team
Call a
and
social worker.
call the social worker. I'm traumatized because somebody yelled at me. It's like, what?
I
These
ought to try that.
people are so soft. Let me send you the link. I'll send you the link. Hold on.
I gotta look
So
at this.
you can read it too. This is retarded.
This is mental. Social workers. Social worker. Oh my Lord.
Okay, I sent it to you.
Home calm team. Oh, I got it right there.
Yeah.
Built for a better line community. What the hell? Oh my God. I should call him and say, what are you, retarded?
You got to share that with you. Put that on. Can you? I'm going to put it on here on the chat. That link.
Go ahead. Put it
I
on the
would
chat.
love to know what people think about this.
Yeah. Put it on the chat. I want to see it on the chat.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let me.
How do you do that?
Well, I'm just going to go onto the chat here that I see on my screen. And, all right, here it is. Let me see. I'm going to put it on. I don't know who can see this. I have like no clue. I don't know how this thing works. It's lincalmteam.org. Lincalmteam.org.
I would like to see the expression of the people that I have
So
on here right now.
I put it in the chat, but this is a private chat. I don't know. If it's a private chat, people are not going to see this. You have to put it on your end, Dave. Is this private? No, this isn't private.
No, it's I have it on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know if they can see it, but I put it up there. I put the link up there. So if anybody is curious about what Lynn is doing with unarmed social workers.
How did you do it?
How did I do what?
Put the link up there.
In the chat.
How?
There's a box in the chat. The chat, I have a chat. It says private chat, comments, recording.
Oh, all right. It says share your refer link.
And it says chat with everyone in the studio. Well, that's you that's in the studio, I guess. But it's up there, but I don't know if anybody can see it. I don't know how this thing works. I'm not on StreamYard, so.
Refer chat. Reading out the link. Streaming. Looking to leave up the chat. And I'm just trying to.
So if I sign up for this for free, does it change? Like, I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Well, what are you looking for?
Well, I mean, it says here that the chat is for the people that are in the studio, which is just you and I. So the link that I gave is you only see it and I only see it according to this thing. So I don't know on your end how to do that. Like, you're the one that has it. I don't.
Wait a minute. Home link. Go. I should just type it in. Let's see. Let me type it in.
Yeah.
It should work.
Yeah.
See something here. L Y N C A M T.
Comments. Oh, join the chat. Oh, it's on YouTube. Oh, they should have tased him.
It's not gonna work. I don't know how to do it.
Oh my God, you got a comment from Hunter Megna who said, I was one of the boys that day. Thank you. I could have been in a lot of trouble. Thank you, sir.
What happened? What did he say?
He said, I was one of the boys that day. When you were telling your story?
Yeah.
Oh, it's before that one, Dave, up here. It's up above. It says Hunter was one of the boys when you were the security guard at Wells Fargo.
He said that?
Yeah, it says it right here, 553. I was one of the boys that day. Thank you. I could have been in a lot of trouble. Thank you, sir.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, if you are, then you're welcome.
We need the National Guard. That's what Hunter said. And Hunter said, call the port, Anton. I don't know what that means. They should have tased him. That's what Scott said. This is on YouTube. Okay. If I go on YouTube,
yeah,
I can comment with them because I see the comments, but I don't see the comments on Facebook.
I see the comments right here.
Yeah, I know because you're on YouTube, right?
And Facebook.
Right, but are you looking at YouTube right now? Or can you see the comments on Facebook too? Because I don't know. I see them though here, but it says I can connect to YouTube to join the live chat.
Yeah. Well, I want them to connect to join the live chat too. So yeah, I'm on both. So I'm on both. I'm on both live too. So both YouTube and Facebook.
All right, I'm going to keep you on here, and can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, I'm going to go on YouTube to see if I can get you on YouTube. And your channel is what now? Same thing?
Fall River Media News.
Fall River Media News. Here it is.
Subscribe to it. Like it. You got it?
Yeah, here it is. Yes.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can see the... Hold on. I don't want to hear myself twice. Hold on. I got to mute.
Oh, she did. She muted. She'll be back.
You couldn't hear me, Dave, on YouTube.
Huh?
You could not hear me on YouTube.
Why not?
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I better off looking. I can hear on this one here better. She's got to mute herself.
So you can't hear me on YouTube.
No, I can't.
That's weird.
That is weird.
New to stream. Welcome to chat. I don't even see anybody's comments on here.
No, because they're all on Facebook.
And I
That's
don't
why.
see them on Facebook either.
Yeah, they're
Well,
all right
actually,
here.
I do see the comments. Actually, I do see the comments, but and I don't even join the chat. And the only way to join the chat is on YouTube.
Well, yeah, you can join the chat there too.
Yeah, but you couldn't hear me.
No, I couldn't hear you.
That's weird.
That is weird. I don't understand that one.
Well, because I wanted to put that link on there.
That is weird. I don't understand that one. Well, go ahead, put it on there.
I wanted to. I can't. I can only do it on private chat.
All right, so you can only do it on private chat. So, all right, just keep it on private chat.
Yeah, I see the comments, but I cannot participate.
Oh wait, Corey Reynolds says, "What is the YouTube account? I'll try going on, but I could not find your account."
Oh my gosh, really?
Oh boy, all right.
Oh wow.
Fall River Media News. Let me see.
Fall
It's Fall
River
River. Corey Reynolds. It's Fall River Media News.
Yeah, you are on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. I wonder if I subscribe, if that would change.
That should change something if you subscribe to it. You don't have to pay nothing, so don't worry.
No, I know. No, I know. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Really?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. You have to subscribe to it. That's why.
But I still don't see the comments though.
But I can hear you though.
Oh, okay. Well, let me put the link on there. Lynn, what was it again?
Wait a second.
Lynn.
Homeland Calm Team.
LynnCalmTeam.org. LynnCalmTeam.org. Okay. I put it up there.
Okay.
My name is Starlight with a butterfly on it. That's me. That's not my.
Yeah.
I don't use my real name. I like having fun with the names. But there's the link. But I don't see anybody else's comments on here. I don't know if anybody's on here, Dave.
Yeah. Well, no way, because I have I'm on two platforms, so they figure, well, they'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah, I know, but I would think that the comments would sync in with Facebook and YouTube.
No. No, I don't think. No. Let me see.
Facebook and YouTube.
You did put the link up there. No, I don't think. No.
Hold on. Let me see.
You did put the link up there. Let me do this.
Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, I see. I have to put this slow per minute.
Mike, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not from Facebook though. I mean, that's not from YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I can hear you though.
Yeah, but that's not from YouTube.
But try without talking right now. Try to go to YouTube right now.
I am on YouTube.
All right, so you're on YouTube. So yeah, all right. So you're on YouTube.
Yeah, but you can't hear me.
I can. I can
No,
hear
you
you.
can hear me through Facebook.
Yes.
When I mute the mic on Facebook and I go to YouTube, you can't hear me.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
I don't
understand why.
understand. I don't understand that.
I gotta connect that. I don't understand.
Right.
I,
You should be able, um, I would think that you should be able to do both. So, I
yeah.
mean, wherever the comments are coming from, like, okay, I just subscribed, but it won't let me comment. Oh my God.
You just described?
Corey said that he just subscribed, but it won't let me comment.
Uh-oh.
I could comment.
I don't understand. I mean, people comment all the time.
It says, "Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide." You're right, but does not let you comment. No, you can't. You can. You should be able to. Where it says chat underneath that with the guidelines, there's a box there that lets you type in your message and your comments.
Yeah, right there. Watch. You'll see mine. Hold on.
I wonder if they can see the link that I.
I'm sure
Oh,
they can.
you said hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is connected because I just said hello.
Yeah,
Everything's connected, man.
try it again, Corey. It's Fall River Media News. And you should see a box that says chat, and you should be able to type in your comment.
It's,
So let me see. Did he say anything else?
I don't know. I didn't see his comment pulled. I didn't see his comment.
No, I don't see it either. But you can comment. I don't get it.
You can. He can do it.
Okay.
Oh, there's a chat. The chat's on the bottom. You can.
Yeah,
If
because
I can com- if I can comment, you can comment.
yeah, it says he's in yellow. Your Fall River Media News is in yellow, and it says
Yes.
hi. I
Yes.
mean, you should be able to see that. I hope.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I put the link up there for the lincomteam.org. If anybody is curious about Lynn now having a group of social workers that will go on call for nonviolent crimes.
Yeah.
And I don't know how exactly how it works
Yeah. I
because
don't.
somebody told me that when they get that nonviolent call, that the police still go with them. But I don't
That,
know
but
how true that is. But I don't know how true that is.
I don't know how true that is either. But I mean, yeah, but that is pretty. That is pretty stupid, though. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
don't you think that it sounds just a little too good to be true?
Uh, yeah.
I
Because
mean, they make it sound so rosy and so like we've got this. You don't need the guns. You don't need to use violence. We've got it under control. You can call our team because we are going to calm down that situation so that nobody gets hurt. That's what they make it sound like. That they're like they're the end all be all. Call them and everything will be fine. That's what the website makes them sound like.
something's wrong with that.
Yeah, I can see your comment, Dave.
Yeah.
He says hi. I don't know. That is kind of strange though.
Chat filter, top message, community moderator. I put my comment. Yeah, I mean, look, you can see the, what do you call it, right?
Somebody's sending hearts.
May I am.
Okay.
I mean, no, but you can actually, yeah. I mean, you can comment, Corey, you can comment, Corey Reynolds, you can comment. It's all you got to do is just, go down to the chat and just type in whatever you got to see and whatever. That's it. I mean, you'll see it, because if I can do it, you can do it. So, but anyways, yeah. So that social worker stuff is crazy. Yeah, that social worker stuff is crazy.
I don't know of any other city or town who has done that.
I don't know
Have you
either.
ever heard of it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that. I don't
That's the
think
first.
that I would be afraid to call a social worker if somebody was acting violent. I would like, why would I want to call a social worker? I would want the cops that have guns on them so that they would stop.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. That's nuts.
I would not call a social worker. No, absolutely not. No. I don't know. I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand what they would call them for. I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. The first thing I would think about is calling the cops or 911. I would not call a social worker. That's for sure.
All right. Well, I understand, I understand that, but that is not what
It's showing up
up.
on my side. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, that's really
yeah,
odd.
it is. It's really odd. Saying live chat, but join the conversation to interact with the creator and other watch this live stream, and I click it, and whenever it says open
Open panel.
panel and does nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, that's all shaded out. So I don't know what that means.
I don't
Oh,
know.
maybe I don't know what that means. Open panel. Okay, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I think that's strange that he doesn't see it.
Let me see something here. I'm gonna find it in a minute. That's a channel. Let's see.
Well, maybe you can figure it out, Dave.
I'll figure it out in a second, because I don't want to waste too much time.
So the Democrats keep losing more of their members. Let me see if I have that note about the Democrats.
Yeah. Yeah, it's he. I don't know what's wrong, but he can. I don't know what's wrong.
Oh, I guess I didn't save it.
Oh wait, wait a minute. It works now.
It works. Now I had to create a channel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you had to create a channel? Wow.
He had to create a
I
channel.
see.
Yeah, that's
You
why.
have to create a channel to be able to comment. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Never
okay.
did this YouTube.
Sorry, I'm new to this YouTube. That's all right.
Good. I'm glad that he did. You know what I'm saying? So that way.
Oh yeah, that's good. So you can put content on your channel too. Maybe he'll have something.
Yeah, contact. Yeah, I could.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so in other words, he had to
Oh, I
create
didn't
his
know.
own channel. Yeah,
I didn't know that you had to have your own channel in order to comment. I thought you could just comment.
yeah, you have to make your own channel.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so next time make your own channel.
I have my own channel.
No,
I have
so
I've had my own channel for a while, for a
what?
little while.
YouTube? YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, now people can listen for both ends, Facebook and YouTube. I'm saying,
Yeah, not but now I can see the comments, whereas before, I mean, I
yeah,
could see them, but I had to switch to another tab. But this way, I am the owner of a scanner page here in Maine. We post fire calls and EMS calls. Oh,
yeah, he's the
oh
owner.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, he's the owner of one pages. So yeah, so I
Oh,
mean,
he has a
even
scanner page where he posts fire calls and EMS calls. That's interesting.
yeah, he has. Yeah, I know Corey. Yeah, he has that. He has that page. So yeah, he does.
He has a crown next to his name with it says number one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's fun.
But I'll tell you one thing though. You know what I'm saying? But when we talk about Mayor Paul Coogan, we're talking about Mayor Paul Coogan getting drunk, slamming into somebody's
Yeah,
car on
yeah,
his last page. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So,
And he
um,
gets away with it. And he gets
yeah,
away with it. He's the
yeah,
mayor.
no, he gets away with it because he's the mayor. If somebody else did it, boy, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah. We could not skirt the law, that's for sure. That's for sure.
So we got a lot of people. We got a lot
Skirt
of people
the
on
law.
YouTube. We got Corey on YouTube now. We got to get other people to join YouTube too, so that way
Yeah,
they
yeah. On YouTube.
yeah, go on
So
YouTube.
Facebook.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and well, Facebook too. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, they
I
can
mean,
watch
I'm
both.
on. Yeah, you can watch both. You know what I'm saying? YouTube and Facebook. And and you know, um, Fall River Media News is we talk about everything. Okay, in between politics and what goes on in the neighborhoods. We talk about crime. We talk about uh, you know everything under the sun.
Yeah, and the latest poll is that 81% of Americans agree um, with President Trump using National Guard troops in the cities to curb crime.
Yeah.
He looked drunk the night of the fire at the Gabriel House, the mayor.
Oh, the man. Well, the man. He looked like he
I
was
wonder
drunk.
if he was.
Wow. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's interesting. I didn't notice. Maybe he was. Maybe he's an alcoholic. Who knows?
I think Coogan's Mayor Paul Coogan's an alcoholic.
Oh
If you
my
ask
God, you
me.
do? Wow.
Oh, I think he is. Yeah, but look what happened though. Look what happened when he was I think vice
Principal.
principal principal when all those assaults happened at Durfee High School when that girl got assaulted
So
at
Corey,
Durfee High School.
who's Don Young?
I don't know.
He agrees with Trump. See, 81% of people agree with Trump of trying to curb
I
crime.
hey look it make it 82% because I agree with Trump too.
I bet you it's higher than that. Like, who wouldn't like that? That is crazy.
I mean, yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, we need the National Guards. You know what I'm saying? We do. Because if we don't get the National Guards, I mean, all hell's gonna break loose. I
Well,
mean, look what's of
if the stupid police can't do their job, yeah, you have to bring in the military.
course. The military's gotta come in and do their job.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and they can stay as long as they want.
Yeah.
Just
And
stay.
just
Don't
stay,
bring the
please.
police.
So I do want the National Guards here. You know what I'm
I
saying? I
voted
do.
Trump. Me too. I voted all 3 times for Trump as well.
I did too.
Yep. Me
I
too.
only went out and stand up. What? How many times?
What is it?
I stand up for Trump. How many times? About 5 or 6 times. But I didn't do it this time. I just went and voted for him because there was all a bunch of nuts were out there.
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I do the early voting too, which I
Yeah.
like because I don't want the lines. So I like to
Early
do.
voting.
Yeah.
Well, I think he stopped the. I think he took the.
No, the early
Uh,
voting at the polls where you physically show up, not the mail-in ballots.
oh yeah. I
Early
think
voting, you can show up at the places.
I think Trump took away uh, the mail-in ballots.
Well, he's going to. He's going to. I don't think he's done it yet.
I hope he does it right away.
Well, but you know, Galvin of Massachusetts there, he says he's not going to listen to President Trump. There's still going to be mail-in voting in Massachusetts.
No.
They don't, the people, the elected officials of Massachusetts do not do and do not follow President Trump's executive orders. They don't do it. They do
Well,
whatever they want.
they're gonna have to, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess the only way to, you know, enforce what he wants is to take the funding away.
He'll take more funding away. That's what he'll do.
But I don't think there's anything else he can do. When he got at the rally, I really thought he was done for. Oh yeah, me too. I couldn't believe what I was
Yeah,
saw. I'm like, did he just get shot? I couldn't believe it either. That was wild.
yeah. That was
That was
ridiculous.
that was scary actually.
Yeah.
Can you imagine he had just turned his head when that bullet went to the ear? That is really something. Let me tell you.
It looks like God turned his head.
Yes, I don't know how else to describe it because
I can't.
I mean he could not he might not be here today if that didn't happen. He for sure would have that bullet would have hit him in the temple and he would have been gone.
Yeah.
That is just wild. It really is. It's wild.
Trump has got 9 lives.
Well, you know, we're lucky that, you know,
He's
that's the
there.
case.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's because people didn't want him to be president.
Oh yeah, well, you know, the rhetoric, right, with free Palestine like that Minnesota shooter did and went to a Catholic school,
Yeah.
he's going to get charged with a hate crime.
Yeah. I hope he does.
Yeah, I mean, this is nuts. You know, this rhetoric and propaganda, and I did a live this morning too on the Communist Party that's in this country. I was driving in a heavy downpour, thunder and lightning when I heard about it.
Wow.
I was at home watching the rally when all of a sudden everything just stopped, and I'm like, what the hell? What the hell just happened?
Everything just ended right there.
Yeah, it just stopped, and then he pops back up, and he's pounding his fist, and I'm like, what the? Did he just?
In other words, he's saying that I'm all right.
Yeah,
I got this.
he said fight, fight, fight. That's what he said. But I was still like in shock. Like I'm like, what did I just see? Oh, so the where were you on September 11th? I was in Boston. I was in Boston. I remember that.
September 11th, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was in Boston with my mother.
September 11th.
Yeah, and then we were there like I don't know, a late morning. I think we took the subway into Boston, and we went someplace, and then all of a sudden, when we left the building, all of a sudden we see all these people all on the streets, and they're all like running. I was in Westport Elementary School, and they were like, I'm like, what is going on? We had no idea. My mother and I had no idea what was going on, and I called my father. I said, what is happening? And he said that the planes hit the towers.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? A plane hit a tower? I'm like, what are you talking about? How does a plane hit a tower? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
it was just something unimaginable.
I saw the plane. I was at my mother's house at one time, and I actually saw that. But you know something though, you know what's kind of funny? They put something up on the TV afterwards. They were looking for volunteers to go to New York City and help
Ground
clean up.
zero. Yeah. Yeah.
So me and my couple of my friends of mine, and we called the number, and he was at my mother's house with me. He called the number, and they said, "Yeah, well, we're looking for somebody to come down and and help out and stuff. We'll pay for the hotels. We'll pay for some stuff." So actually, you know what? Believe it or not, me and my friend went down there. We helped out. They paid for our hotel for us and everything, and
Wow.
that was right after the aftermath, right after the smoke and
President Trump
fire
was
and
there.
everything. So
He was there too.
yeah, so I mean, we were down there, so we were there working, and helping out a little bit and cleaning up all the
Wow.
yeah, and we were also helping out moving pipes around too. We were also helping
There
out
were
too.
there was a lot of very unhealthy gases that were emitted that day from the airplanes.
Yeah.
So you're lucky you didn't get sick.
Well, we had the hazmat uniform on, so we had
But a
the
lot of firefighters got sick, Dave.
yeah, I know,
A lot
but
of
I was
fire.
fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, I know. You're lucky.
Yeah. So I mean, it was awesome. I,
I have to tell you a story about that. When my mother was a hairdresser, she had a client that was going to California.
yeah.
Um, Actually, her husband was going to California that morning for work at 9/11 on 9/11,
Yeah.
and she was going to join him later because she was working. And when we heard, I was 1 year and 9 months old. I think I was living to say that.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God, it
James.
was
Yeah.
only like a year and a
Yeah.
half. Holy moly.
Yeah.
So my mother, when we were watching the list, you remember how they had the list of people rolling on the screen that
Yeah.
were that didn't make it? My
Yeah.
mother said, she's like, "Oh my God, I think Kathy's husband is on there." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, he was supposed to be on that plane." I go, "Are you kidding me?" And you know what? She was right. She was
Yeah.
right. Her husband was on that plane, which was the second plane that went into the second tower.
Yeah. Remember the one that went into that was supposed to go to Pennsylvania Avenue, but it didn't. I think it
No,
landed.
not that one. Not that one. No.
Which one was it?
No, it was the one that was the flight that was going to California.
But wasn't there one that was supposed to go to the White House?
Yeah, there were three planes,
Headed to the
but
White House.
one was heading to the White House, and two of them targeted the Twin Towers.
Yep.
Okay. So the second plane that hit the Twin Tower was the one where this woman's husband was on.
Yeah.
So, of course, she was totally devastated, right?
Yeah.
And do you know, a few years later, Dave, I know you helped out with the cleanup. Do you know that a few years later they found his credit card in the rubble?
Really? Hmm.
Yeah. And they asked her if she wanted it. And at first she said no, but then she changed her mind and they mailed it to her, his credit
Yeah.
card. You read that? That they found his credit card?
Yeah. And they, well, why didn't you just take it?
She did.
All right, good. I'm glad
They
she did.
mailed it to her. They mailed it to her. First she said no, and then she changed her mind.
Yeah. But I'll tell you though, I mean, that was when I was down there, that was a big disaster down there. It was. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I mean, there was rock stones all over the place. And how can I describe uh, when you're pulling rocks back and you're struggling and trying to get the pipes out of the way, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden now you're finding somebody's body that's
Oh,
and it's underneath, and I found many bodies underneath. You know what I'm
wow.
saying? I found
Do
many
you
bodies underneath there.
do you know how many people jumped off of the Twin Towers because they didn't want to burn?
I tried counting them, but I couldn't. But
Well, there were like 3,000 people that lost their lives that day.
about 3,000, yeah. So I mean, just imagine, what I'm saying, soldiers, children in there.
I
God, man,
can't even
really
imagine
talk
something like
about
that. I
those.
really can't. It is just wild.
Yeah,
It is crazy to think that that happened 24 years ago. That is something else.
it is 24 years. Well, 24 years ago today, I still remember. How the cleanups and when I did the cleanups and stuff. So I remember 24 years ago. So
Oh yeah,
I
well,
kept,
I mean, that's etched in the brain for sure.
yeah,
That
it's
was
touched
that
the
was
mind.
traumatic, and that's when all the security changed at the airports.
Yeah.
Everything changed.
They started checking people's bags, which is they probably wasn't doing it often,
Shoes.
but yeah, people's bags, people's luggages now. Yeah, I mean,
Yep,
they make people take their shoes off. I mean, the hats. I mean, they check everything now. You know what I'm saying?
everything. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Well, I mean, you know, when you when you slack and you don't check people, you can't assume that they're not terrorists. You know what I'm saying? You got to check that, because how do you don't know? You know what I'm saying? You know?
Well, it's amazing to me that this happened at Logan Airport.
Yeah. Logan, yeah, that one of the best airports around.
That happened, one of the plane. I think it one or two. Was it both of them that hit the towers, or was it one that left Logan?
Well,
Was it both of them?
I think it was. I don't know if it was blue or not. I couldn't even see the logo on the plane. I don't know. I
No,
don't know.
I'm saying were both the planes that hit the towers left Logan Airport, or was it one of them?
And well, there was one plane hit, then another plane hit after that.
Right. So the plane, right. So the second plane came from Logan Airport. Did the first one come from Logan as well?
I don't know. I don't know.
I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I can't remember. That's 24 years ago.
I remember the second plane because that woman that we knew
Yeah.
was on, or the husband was on there. So
And I know, but I know that there was a first plane.
right.
Let's see what he said. Let me see something here. It's for a good while, but TSA was demanding us to take our
Right.
shoes off at the TSA recently, but I decided to allow people to keep their shoes on. Yes, but both of them left Logan Airport. All right.
Oh, they both did. Okay, that's what
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
wondering.
Yep. Okay, yep. I'm glad he put that up. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
I'm very happy.
actually, AI says that.
Hey, I.
Yeah, it said 4 hijacked planes departed both Boston Logan Airport, Washington Dulles International Airport, and Newark International Airport. So they came from Washington D.C. and New Jersey, as well as Boston.
That's interesting.
So American Airlines Flight 11 and United, the 2 planes that hit the towers, departed Logan. The one that was supposed to go to and hit the White House came from D.C.
Yeah,
And then the other plane that I think hit the Pentagon came from New Jersey.
yeah,
Yeah, so two planes came from Logan and hit the towers. Those are the ones that hit the towers. That was the target. They came from Maine, though. Do you remember when they tracked him? Those hijackers or those terrorists?
Oh, yeah, yeah. All
This-
right, I remember now. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, wow, yeah, but one of them was supposed to, hit the White House, but it never did. But it went in towards
right,
Pennsylvania somewhere, and it landed
right.
somewhere.
On the
So
field. On
on
the
the
field.
field,
Yeah, exactly. So, yes, James came from Bangor. Yeah.
Bangor.
Yeah, one of the terrorists, whatever he was, came from Maine. They showed it on tape. I remember that. And then he came down to Boston for whatever reason. Decided to the operation came from Logan Airport.
Yep.
They stayed overnight at Portland, Maine. They took an early morning flight. Yeah, to Boston's. Yeah, right. I
But
remember.
I think they also found other devices too and hotels too as well from the terrorists.
Well, they
So
found out too that these terrorists or whatever you call them, they took pilot training in Florida.
yeah, just to hijack our planes.
Yes, so that they could figure out how to hit the tower. Yes. Yep.
Yeah, well, the terrorists though they've been planning that stuff for forever. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well,
but
the FBI knew that these guys were in the country, but they didn't do anything.
I don't, why did they didn't do anything? Why
I
didn't
don't
they
know.
arrest them? You know what I'm saying?
They
Why did
were
the FBI arrest these fucking clowns?
I don't know, they were on the list. They were on the list and they let
On
them
a
go.
terror watch list, but they
Yeah,
didn't.
and they did say that they were going to hit some buildings. They did say that, but they didn't believe them. The FBI didn't believe them.
And when a terrorist says something, uh, I, I would take that very seriously.
Yeah, but they didn't. So they
Yeah.
say they said they didn't take it seriously. That really they thought it was impossible to do.
So,
They didn't think it was possible that they could do
so how
something.
many people died? You said.
Around 3,000 that day.
So they didn't take the FBI did not take it seriously, but like around
No.
3,000 people died in that and that what do you call it? And that on that 9/11. So they didn't
Yeah.
take it seriously though. FBI did not take it
No.
seriously, but 3,000 people died.
Right. Yeah, that's what happened. And do you remember when George Bush, he was in a schoolroom setting? Do you remember when he was in an elementary school and they were reading books and he was told
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the ear, they whispered in his ear what happened? Do you remember that?
I do remember that. It's 2,977, Corey said.
Yeah, well,
Well,
round
let's
it up,
round it
it's
off.
about 2,000.
3,000. Yeah. So
And yeah, and a lot of them
3,444.
lost their lives. Firefighters, yes. Yep.
Firefighters, police, everything. New York City
Yeah.
Police Department. Yeah.
In New York City, they have where the towers went down. They have all the names
Yeah.
of the victims that lost their lives that day.
Yeah.
I think they still read it. Don't they still read all the names on September 11th?
Yeah, we have ground. There is ground zero though at in there is ground zero in New York, so you have to pay to get in.
Yeah.
We have ground zero over there. You just have to pay to get in. So
No, you don't.
no,
No, it's free. It's public. It's on public. It's outside where the
yeah,
towers were. You don't have to
oh
pay. No,
no, no ticket to
no,
get in there. Oh, okay.
no. It's not inside. It's outside.
Oh, so it's outside. So ground zero, yeah,
Yes,
yeah. All right.
where the
Yeah,
towers were. They put a. Uh, it's a square. I think it's square, and they got all the names etched on that stone all around, so that people, if they want to read it, can read it.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. See, Corey remembers too. When Bush was in the
No,
classroom.
no, I remember. I
Remember that?
do.
Do
I
you?
do. But
Yeah.
I was how old was I? Wow, probably my late 40s.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Probably, yeah,
But
my late 40s. I do remember Bush. Yeah, I remember Bush.
I remember going home because on that day when my mother and I took the subway back, heading back home, it was a ghost town. It
Yeah,
was a ghost town. No cars were on the roads. No planes were flying.
yeah,
It was so eerie. I'm like, this is really strange. So we get home and I'm watching the news and I'm watching the plane hit the tower.
yeah,
I didn't see the fire trucks. All I saw was I don't know. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's more than one site. I don't know. But yeah, and I remember watching the footage. I could not believe what I was watching. That the planes actually hit the tower. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
yeah. Me either.
Nobody ever
Yeah,
saw anything like that. It's like, what is? It was scary. Actually, I thought it was kind of scary.
yeah. It is kind of scary.
It was, and I'm telling you, people, when that happened, a lot of people stopped, like they didn't go to work for a little while. They hung around their families.
Yeah,
It changed a lot of people when that happened.
yeah. It did.
It did.
What about Boston? The Boston Marathon. You know what I'm saying? I was actually I had a TV in my room once too. The Boston Marathon, and then I went to go in the kitchen to go get something. I come back, and all of a sudden I see everybody running and yelling, screaming. There was some kind of you know there was smoke everywhere, and do you
Yeah, the
remember that?
bomb. You're talking about the Boston
Yeah,
bomb or something like
yeah.
that.
Well, the Boston Marathon, yeah.
Marathon,
The
marathon,
marathon, yeah,
the
and
marathon.
when they used the pressure cookers, you remember that?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Who was it? Sanaya or something? I guess he's still
Yeah,
alive
that
out there.
that that guy is still around, that kid, because the brother, I think,
Got killed by the transit police, I
yeah,
think.
something happened to him. He's not around anymore, but the other one is still around in
Yeah,
Massachusetts.
he's not out of jail though.
No, he's incarcerated
Yeah,
still in
yeah,
Massachusetts. Yeah.
yeah. And I think they're fighting to keep him alive. So because I guess he must know something.
Well, he wants to get out, but they're not letting him get out. Because how many people did he kill that day?
He
I know
killed
a
a
lot.
lot of people. And that the marathon, Boston Marathon, people died in there.
And there's
People lost their
somebody.
lives and everything.
And I remember there was a woman who was a dancer who lost part of her leg from that.
Yeah, but she was also running in a marathon too, as well.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they found out Sanaya was going to UMass Dartmouth. They sent they sent two helicopters. They sent two military helicopters in, and to go find them. Two military helicopters came in,
Yeah,
and
so three people lost their lives, Dave, that day.
yeah,
And I remember it was a kid, an 8-year old, 23 years old, and 29 years old.
yeah.
Over 260 other people were injured in the attack, with some suffering severe
Severe uh,
injuries, burns, and limb loss.
and yes,
Police
they,
officer was killed too 3 days
yep,
later.
yeah, yep.
Oh my
And
God.
well, there was a transit police officer too that was killed
After
at the
he
time.
confronted the bombers, they killed him. Well, another, yeah, oh my God.
And they kept on throwing what do you call it? They used pressure cookers.
Yes, they had him in their knapsack, right?
Yeah, they had them in a knapsack. But
That the Boston Marathon will never be the same. That's
nope,
another,
tragedy.
very heavy security
Yeah,
at that event.
and now I hope I hope Sinai gets the death penalty for that. Okay, I hope he
Oh, yeah,
does.
they're trying to avoid that. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I hope he gets the death penalty
They
because a
should.
lot of
They should.
those those people died. Okay, those people died. Then and children got injured and everything too. So I hope Sanaya I hope he gets the death penalty. I hope President Trump. Okay, I hope President Trump declares that anybody that commits murder or terrorism, they should get the death penalty. They should.
I know,
No
right?
question about it. They
No
should.
question. Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
something because it's not right. Okay, it's not right. Okay, you know, um, it's what you call a eye for an eye. Okay,
You know what I like to see? Public
so
hanging again.
public hanging. I'd love to see that. Hey, you remember the John Wayne, the old Wild
Yeah,
Wild West when they
yeah,
had the what do you call it? They had the stage up and they had the hanging situation and they
yeah,
had the ropes.
yeah. Well, I mean, they had no. I mean, in public, like they would catch the criminal and
Yeah,
they would hang them publicly.
I wish they bring that back. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. The
Would you
Wild
like to
Wild
watch?
West.
Would you like to watch a hanging, Dave?
Oh, poor me. It was
Can you
somebody's
imagine?
feet
But
tingling.
President Trump, I think for DC, put in the death penalty if there's somebody kills somebody.
Yeah, good. I'm glad he did because you
Yeah.
know something. Because it's called an eye for an eye. Okay. Why should you stay alive? Why
I
should
know,
why should you
right?
stay alive after you were done killing this person? So that's what's called an eye for an eye. All right. Because know something. Because I'm going to tell you something, Annalisa. There is
Yeah.
too many people in this damn country. Okay, going around shooting people, killing people. Okay,
For no
Mur-
reason.
for no reason, just plain out murdering people for no reason. So that's why I said
It
it's
happens
called.
all. It happens
It
a
hap-
lot.
it's been
Happens a lot.
happening a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's called an eye for an eye. So in other words, why should you stay alive? Okay,
Well,
after you get done killing that person.
I mean, we talked about it before. It's the laws are in the books. They need to be enforced.
Yeah.
Yep, there is, and they blame Trump. They blame the president for everything. He doesn't even do anything, and they blame him. It's crazy. These people are crazy. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Well, that's the only way crime is going to probably go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. You have to be tough. You got to be tough on the crime, the criminals.
Yeah, you have to. And Maury Healy, Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, and Maki, and these people, man, they suck. Plain English, they do. They do. You know what I'm saying? But look at Mayor Paul COOGEN in his last campaign. You know what I'm saying? When he was coming out of the Portuguese club and he hit somebody's car and he ended up calling up the chief of police and say, "Well, I don't want this on the books and everything," and end up paying the victims off the cash to go fix their car.
What about? Do you remember? I don't remember this, but remember Ted Kennedy and Chappaquiddick?
I heard of them.
I heard of it too. I don't remember it, but I mean, it's the same thing.
Yep.
He let a girl drown in the car, and he got away with it.
Of course.
He got away with it, and he became a senator, Dave.
Yeah, well, now he's a politician. Getting away with murder.
He's gone, but what I'm saying is that these people do get special treatment.
And they shouldn't get special treatment because they're politicians. They shouldn't.
But they do.
And
right?
But look at this. That brings it into question now, because now I'm going to question why. How come the police don't want to do their job? Because people get away with things all the time. Okay, I'm bringing that into question because the reason why I'm bringing that into question, and now I'm wondering why the police don't want to do their job. You know what I'm saying? Because
I don't know, but that's got to change as well. I mean, these people, just because you're an elected official doesn't give you preferential treatment. I don't get this at all. I don't understand.
I don't get it. I don't understand it either.
Well, Senator Kennedy is a great example.
Well, I think no politician should be above the law. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who they are.
He should have been, Senator Kennedy should have been arrested and charged with something for letting that girl drown in the car on that bridge.
He should have been charged too, yeah.
He did not, just like the Mayor Paul COOGEN, he called the police chief because he didn't want anybody to know what happened. This Senator Kennedy at the time, I don't think he was a senator at the time, but he became senator later. But Ted Kennedy, it was the same thing, Dave. He didn't report it. He did not report that the woman was in the car. They didn't find out till later on that he was in the car or he was the driver.
Wow. So he basically got away with murder.
No, not the Republican. Not the Republican Senator Kennedy. No. I'm talking about Ted Kennedy.
Ted Kennedy, yeah.
Ted Kennedy of Massachusetts. The Kennedys, John F. Kennedy,
Yeah.
And then there was Ted Kennedy that became a senator after this happened. Yeah. Not the Kennedy from Louisiana. I think that's what he's talking about. No, not him. But that's another great example of somebody who committed a crime and he got away with it because he's a Kennedy.
Yeah.
And he got into office.
Yeah.
He became a senator.
A murderer.
Yeah. whatever, homicide. It could be manslaughter. He didn't do it on purpose, but he got away with it. He got
Yeah.
away with it. And how about that other Kennedy, Dave? Do you remember that other Kennedy that was charged with murder of Martha? Is it Martha Coakley?
Martha Copley.
She was she was a young girl. This happened a long time ago, and one of the Kennedys liked her,
Yeah.
and it happened in a very ritzy area of, I don't know if it was Connecticut, I forget, but they charged him with murder. Do you remember that?
Yes, they did.
And then he kept appealing it and appealing it and appealing it, trying to get him off. Remember, I forget his name.
Trying to think.
Was it Martha Moxley? Martha?
Martha Copley.
Martha? Oh my God!
Yeah.
What was that woman's name? That little girl. She was very young.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't remember.
Martha Moxley. That was her name, in Greenwich, Connecticut.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let it Martha Moxley.
She was murdered in 1975, and the case remains unsolved. RFK Jr., the guy who's with President Trump, has been mentioned in connection with various conspiracy theories. I did hear, because he's an attorney, and I think he was trying to get him, I think it's his cousin, off of the murder charge.
Ooh.
There is no credible evidence linking Kennedy to Moxley's murder. But you know what they found, Dave? When they were doing the investigation with Martha Moxley in Greenwich, Connecticut, that she was killed with a golf club. And one of those clubs was missing
Yeah.
from the Kennedy compound, like where he was living. So there was a lot of circumstantial evidence, and it came out later on that he liked her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they think that he might have, made advances to her and she didn't want to, and he killed her. That's what they're saying.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Well, it's already 8:42, so I want to talk about something, I want to talk about the National Guards because
Michael Stakel, that's his name. Yeah, go ahead.
Michael Stickles. Okay.
Michael Stakel, yeah, is related to the Kennedys. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, because I'm trying to keep it at minimum time now because we've been running over too much.
Right.
But having the National Guards troops down here in Fall River and having them in Boston and around New York, around Chicago, I think that would be a great idea. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the crime is down here, I mean, I saw it firsthand. Okay, and I'll tell you, the people down here in Massachusetts, down here at this part of Massachusetts, especially around the bus terminals and things like that, around the bus terminal downtown, like 4th Street, Wade Street,
in Fall River.
And Fall River. I mean, there's been a lot of shootings up in that area. Okay. There's been a lot of shootings in that area. And around 4th Street, 5th Street, Wade Street, 2nd Street, right in that area. So, I mean, there's been a lot because there is also, why? Because there's also a lot of gang related up in that area. Okay. The police, okay, the gang unit patrols that area because they know that there is gang related up there. So the police, they patrol that area. So, but I'd rather have the National Guards patrol that area because I think the National Guards would have more, upper hand to, to control those gangs because the National Guards, again, they got automatic weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the police, Dave, don't do their job.
The
Okay,
police don't do their job. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't do their job.
don't. Okay,
You know?
because if they did their job, you wouldn't have to call in the National Guard like President Trump did in DC.
Yeah.
If these people would, again, follow the law and enact on them and do what they're supposed to do, things would be under control. But they don't.
They don't do it. Nope. And no. And I also know that just like in Fall River, the police over here, they don't do their job over here. You know what I'm saying? They don't. They get a call, they go there. Okay, well, we can't do nothing about it. We got to let go. Same thing with the security guards again down at the bus terminal. Okay, they let these two girls go, and now how am I supposed to get justice? You know what I'm saying? How am I supposed to get justice? Okay, but we're getting punched in the ear. How am I supposed to get justice? Okay, is that right for me? I can't get justice because now these girls are nowhere to be found because the security guards didn't do their job the way they're supposed to and detain these people. And I don't want to hear that they can't because they could. I used to be a security guard. I detained a lot of people. Okay. And you mean to tell me these security guards couldn't detain? Oh, they're just kids. Oh, we have to let them go. We can't arrest them. Oh, because they're only children. Well, you know something? I'm sorry. I am sorry, okay? Because let me tell you something. If I was a security guard down there, they will be in handcuffs and they will be sitting in the cell.
Wow.
So that's how.
Woulda, coulda. But if as we said before, if these people did their jobs like they're supposed to, crime wouldn't be that bad.
Come on. And if the security guards can't do their job, then they don't belong being there at the bus terminal. Okay?
But no, instead they have social workers, Dave. Hey, Dave.
Social workers. Yeah.
Can you imagine the security guard saying, hey, we've got social workers. Why don't we call them? Because we have a couple of kids here that we don't want to call the police on. So let's call this calm team and get these social workers down here to de-escalate the situation, which is what the security guards are supposed to do anyway.
Yeah. And you know something? The social workers don't get beat up too.
I think so too. Those two girls, Dave, would have detained the security guards and the social workers.
Oh, the way this girl was going off and swearing and yelling and screaming and ranting the way she was, I'm surprised she didn't even have any. Imagine if she would have had a gun, maybe a knife on her. That would have turned out in a bad situation there at the terminal at the time.
You know what? I think those two girls, Dave, they're like terrorists.
Yeah.
They're like domestic terrorists by threatening and scaring people. That's what terrorists do. That's what they were doing.
Well, terrorists do that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they're like. Domestic terrorists.
Yeah, but the security guards, they're not doing nothing. So why are they there? Okay. Why are they there? Okay. They look on their phones, they're doing this and they're doing that. Why are they there? I mean, I like
paid for nothing. Getting paid for nothing, Dave.
Getting paid, look at your phone.
Do nothing.
And then, I don't want to arrest them because they are juveniles. Oh, I'd rather just let them go walk away.
Government jobs, Dave.
Yeah.
When you have a government job, people do nothing. They get paid to do nothing. Waste taxpayer money. That's what they do. Waste taxpayer money. It's a waste.
You're enabling the violence. That's what you're doing.
And that too. Yeah, absolutely. Oh my
You're
God.
enabling the violence, and that's why these kids, that's why people act the way they do, because the security guard lets them get away with it. Lets them get away. Oh, they can only do what they can do. That's bull. They can't. That is totally bull. I was a security guard. You ain't. They ain't gonna. Nobody's security guard ain't gonna tell me any different on how to do a job like that. Because, like I said, if I was a security guard over there, believe me, those girls would have been in handcuffs and they would have been sitting in a cell. I'm not kidding. They would have. Or their parents would have been called. And I would say, look, you better come and get your kids because your kids are taking a ride down at the police station and they're going to be sitting in the cell until they go to court. So when am I going to get justice for getting punched in the face? When am I going to get justice? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Dave, you can take it. You can take a hit from a child. Come on, Dave. Let it go.
Sure.
Be a nice guy and just let it go, Dave.
So what happens if what happens if this the one that was ranting, okay, the one that was ranting, that was the one that punched me. The sister distracted me. So what happens if she would have had a knife and stuck a knife in me or something, or had a gun or something and pulled the trigger? Oh, be a nice guy and let it go? Hell no.
I'm being sarcastic, Dave.
No, I know, but Dave, let it go. Be nice. No, you know something?
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what the security guards were doing. I'm being nice. I'm not going to call the police because they're kids. I don't want them to get in trouble. I'm being a nice guy. I'm not doing my job. I'm going to be a nice guy first. Okay.
Well, you know what? Security guards, they can quit their job and go look for another one if they can't do their job at the bus terminal.
They should go on a social worker team.
Yeah.
Like Lynn has. Go on a social worker team and go help them out if you think that they're traumatized or whatever the heck.
Traumatized,
you think that they are.
You know something traumatized. That's a cop out, okay? That's a cop out. Because you know something, when I was a kid, okay, when I was 30 years old, I used to be an angry kid one point, okay? But you know something though? But I never took it out on anybody else that had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Okay? Never. Okay? I went to go see counseling. I went to anger management classes and everything else and stuff. And now look at me. Okay? Now look. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I never was. I never took it on anybody that had nothing to did with my issue. You know what I'm saying? Why should I take it out on somebody else? These kids, they get angry, okay, and they go out and they take it out on everybody else.
Because of the rhetoric. I think it's because of the rhetoric. The rhetoric from the Democrats that do this. Yeah. They get them angry. They get them all riled up. And they go on the streets and they create problems. It's called terrorists. It's called terrorism.
Yeah, well, so I want these girls brought to justice, okay? And I want them to answer and be held accountable for punching me the way they did. Okay? And plus destructive property too. Property damage at the bus terminal. Vandalism, okay? Mm-hmm. I want them brought to justice, okay?
Because the bus, you know what? The bus company is just as much at fault for not stopping them or calling the police and saying these girls are out of hand. They're yelling at the bus, in the bus. I don't know what's going on. They're to blame too.
Well, Soda's to blame too, as well. Okay, you know, there's always chaos over there.
There should have been police, Dave, waiting for that bus as it came in. There should have been police presence.
There should have been. the bus driver should have called the dispatcher and say, "Hey, I have a fight on the 9X
Yes.
bus.
Yes.
Okay, could you have I'm on my way into the terminal. Could you have the police wait there? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until
Yep.
until I get in.
Yep.
Instead, the bus driver, whoever was driving the bus that day, did not even call. Okay, did not even call.
You know,
Okay, did
Dave,
not.
it's always a situation where people don't do their jobs. They're just not doing them.
It's just like today.
They're not doing them, Dave. They are not trying to stop something that they think might be potentially dangerous. They don't take any action to ensure the safety of the other people that were on the bus, and then where they were going to drop them off. He should have called the cops. He should have called
Hold
the
on.
cops.
Wait a minute. Hold on. There's a breaking news here. Breaking news. Minnesota train poor and enders.
Minnesota trans. Oh my God, he was a transgender. Oh God, as a top. What? Are you serious?
Wow. Huh.
A top level CIA DoD contractor? That is crazy.
That is nuts.
He was a transgender and he was a father? What?
29 years top level CIA DOD contractor.
Oh my God.
Wow. Huh. That's crazy. Holy moly. That is nuts.
David Harris Jr. just posted it.
Well, thank you, David Harris, for
Well,
posting
thanks
that.
for letting us know too, Corey. I mean, what
Oh
the?
yeah, Corey. Yeah, Corey. Thank you for letting us know. You know what
I
I'm
don't
saying? I
see. I
appreciate
don't
that.
see it on the YouTube channel. Is it on the other one? Yeah,
I,
it's on.
I, I see it. I see it on mine right here.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Well, I mean, I could use a lot of breaking news, on here too. I mean, if you see any like breaking news, post it so I can put it out there.
I mean, they're gonna just. You wonder how many times now has these things happened in Minnesota? Wasn't there like something else? That
Yeah.
guy Tim, what's his name? Waltz. He's a nut job. He's
Oh, Waltz. Yeah, Waltz is here. Waltz. Yeah, that's all right. He's in the job. Yeah, Tim Waltz. Yeah, they call him Tampon
yeah,
Tim.
yeah. Tampon Tim, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he has a lot of crap going on in his state. There's a lot of
Yeah.
crap
He,
going on.
he wants to put tampon in all the women's bathrooms.
The men's bathroom. The
The
men's
men's
bathroom.
bathroom. Yeah, sure. Tampon Tim.
I mean, that is so sick. That is
And
really
these
sick.
people, these people are sick people. That's what it is. Okay, they are. They're sick. But
They are. They're sick. President Trump says it too. They're sick.
yeah.
It's true. They are. They're sick.
Chloe's laughing.
They are.
They want to put tampons in people's men's bathroom. Who the hell's gonna wear that? You know what I'm saying? Only
transgender.
women.
A
Come on, man.
transgender.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Who thinks he's a woman, Dave? A guy who thinks he's a woman. That's
No.
what's.
Well, is that what that is? I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea. Jeez. Oh man.
I don't know. I'd be choking on any nuts over here.
And that's the craziest thing. It really is. I have never heard of anything like this in my life. This is like going from bad to worse.
Yep.
these elected officials. How do these people get in office? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. It's funny.
Mrs. Doubtfire, yeah, right.
Oh yeah. Remember Mrs. Doubtfire? Yeah, Mrs.
I've never
Doubtfire.
seen that movie.
When the guy, Mrs. Doubtfire, that is one of the best movies around. Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh my God, man. She used to go up to the kid and go, "Hey, give me that." Mrs.
Something a
Doubtfire.
guy would do. A girl wouldn't do that.
He dressed up as a maid.
Yeah, yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire. That was the
You know
funniest thing in the world.
you know which movie I really like, Dave? That I like the comedy that I just can't stop laughing at is Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, Dumber and Dumber. So you're referring that to the
Dumb and Dumber
so Dumber and Dumber. So you're referring
with
that
Jim Carrey, and I don't know who the other guy. I don't forget the other guy's name.
Oh yeah, Dumber and Dumber.
That movie cracks me up. And the other movie that makes me laugh is My Cousin Vinny.
Oh yeah, when the kids went to jail for murder.
Yes.
And they went to court and they said that he's over there saying how do you plead? He says, "I'm going to ask you one more time. How did your client plead?" I don't know. He was just he was just a
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci. Yeah, he was just a what do you call it? Real estate lawyer. He didn't know anything about having a murder.
No, he was a criminal lawyer, but it took him 6 times to pass the test.
Yeah, and he's over there telling them, "Yeah, I know. Yeah, Joe Callahell. Yeah, I remember him. Joe Callahell. Yeah, he was he's lying his ass off."
My Cousin Vinny is legit. Oh, that I loved the lawyer that represented one of the kids. Do you remember he had a stutter?
Oh yeah.
I can't stop laughing when that lawyer comes out and he starts stuttering. It's too much.
Yeah.
And he can't get it out, and the kid has no idea that his lawyer has a stuttering problem. And then when he goes back to the desk and sits next to his client, the client goes, "I didn't know you had that problem." And he goes, "Well, I'm getting better."
I'm getting better. And then there was something. I think it was his girlfriend. His girlfriend got mad at him.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta go get her and bring her back in there because she knows something about motor. She knows something about cars.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
And she said, and then when she gets on the stand, the prosecuting attorney, he says, "How are you qualified as a mechanic?" And she said, "Well, my father was a mechanic. My father's father was a mechanic. My 3 brothers were mechanics. My uncle was a mechanic." Okay, he says, "You're qualified."
Yeah, you're qualified. Your Honor, she's qualified.
Yeah, okay. And then before that, she goes, "I'm not qualified. Thank you very much. Goodbye." And she gets up to leave, and the judge goes, "Sit back down."
Sit back down. You ain't going nowhere. We're not done yet.
And then she gets him, and then they all made up in the end, right? Marissa Tomei and Joe Pesci.
Yeah, Joe
They
Pesci.
ended up getting married. She wanted to get married. You remember the scene where she walks up and down the porch there, and they're away, and she goes, in the meantime, my clock is ticking. Boom, boom, boom. "I really don't need this, Lisa, right now. I've got this, I've got that." And she goes, "Well, maybe that was bad timing."
Hey, well, yeah, bad timing, yeah. Because because she had to take he had to take care of a murder trial. I mean, those kids
Right.
if those kids
Yeah.
was found guilty, those kids would have gotten fried
Oh
for
yeah. They
something
were in
that they didn't do.
Alabama. Do you remember
Alabama.
remember the in the beginning of the movie where they come out and they're all dressed up like they're from New York City, black? Remember?
Yep.
They're all
Yeah.
dressed,
Oh God.
and they were in Alabama.
Yeah, they're in Alabama. You're supposed to be in. You come in here. You come in here with a suit and tie
Yes.
on.
Yeah. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? What is that you got on? What is that you got? And he had on leather, like a leather jacket, and
Yeah.
he goes, I want something made out of material. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cloth, cloth. He
Cloth.
wanted
He wants
cloth, not
cloth.
leather, not leather. Oh my god, that movie is hysterical.
Yeah, it is.
That movie is hysterical.
So it's like 9:05. Um,
Yeah.
we have we can talk about yeah. Well, I just want to say Dumber and Dumber, Mayor Paul COOGEN, Maury Healy, and
Michelle Wu.
Elizabeth Joe Wu, yeah,
Michelle
Elizabeth
Wu.
War, yeah, and
Elizabeth
Michelle
Moore.
Wu, and
Yeah. Oh
God,
god.
Dumber and Dumber. These people, man. But like I said, though, I mean, I wish we could have I mean, it's people are talking about, it was already talked about them having to see the National Guards down here. It was already talked about.
Well, you
It
have
was,
one of your candidates, well, he wants to be mayor, Alphonse Hathaway, that talked about calling in the National Guard. You remember?
yeah, I remember that one. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that too.
yeah,
And we're like, how is he going to do that? How is he going to do that?
yeah,
Well, then President Trump did it, and it's like, oh my God, maybe it can
yeah.
get done. Maybe it can be done.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if it does get done. Well, I'm getting tired. I got work tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
No
so
problem.
and then Hathaway's going to come on again next week,
Yeah.
and then we're going to have a show again on Thursday for us, and we're going to talk a little bit more up until the election, and see what happens from there.
Oh, I can't wait for the election. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Can't
I can't wait to see it, and I can't wait
wait.
to
Yeah.
see the election up in Swampscott either. And I
I
can't
don't know
wait
if
to
we
see.
have an election. I'm not so sure we have one. Our town is
Yeah,
small.
yeah,
But the mayor, because we don't have a mayor,
yeah,
we don't go through that process.
yeah,
Swampscott doesn't do that. Swampscott, the board decides who's going to be the town manager. We don't vote
yeah,
on it. Swampscott
yeah,
people do not vote on a town manager like you guys vote for a mayor. We don't
yeah.
have we don't have that.
Well, but we should have a town manager over here. So I mean, but I
Well,
think
you
a
have a
town man.
mayor. That's the town manager.
Yeah, well, we want a town manager. We don't want to call him mayor.
I don't know the terms. I'm thinking in a city with like a lot of people, they call them a mayor.
Yeah,
Small towns, they call them a town administrator.
yeah, like Somerset, Swansea, Westport,
Yeah, right.
Little Compton, Dayton, Rehoboth, and all that stuff too. So, but um, I'm sure we'll have plenty to talk about next week.
Oh yeah, oh
So,
yeah, yeah.
people, Annalisa goes on early in the morning, and go in, and check out her live streams because what we talk about here, she talks about there too. You know what I'm saying? And plus, she talks about other things. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to
Well,
go
I'm
to
not
her live
familiar
stream,
with Fall River. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
So
talk about Fall River that much because I'm not familiar with Fall River, but
well, no,
I do. I talk about other things. Well, it's crime. It's about crime.
it's about
It's
crime.
about
Yeah,
crime. It's about Garcia. It's about Michelle Wu, the National
yeah.
Guard going into Boston, maybe. But even though President Trump has
Mm.
never said that, um, So yeah, I'm just watching what President Trump is doing concerning crime because it's a problem in the
Yes.
major cities in this country. Crime is a problem.
Yes, it is. And
It's a
and
problem.
this is what she talks about. You know what I'm saying? She talks about crime on her live stream too. I mean, go check out her live stream too. You know what I'm saying? As well. I mean, and ask questions. And as she's talking, she'll see your comments, and then she'll relate to your comments. I mean, but
This is just a good like vent. This is good venting, getting
yeah.
people kind of together
Hmm.
and talking about issues and talking about going out to vote,
Yeah.
putting a write in. If you don't like the candidates, you don't have to vote for the candidates on the ballot. You can write in a name.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, if
these
you
yeah, you got to talk. Like, I guess you can talk about these things. I don't think people are aware of it. I really don't think they're aware of it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you don't like the candidates, just vote David Meade for mayor. That's all.
Yeah, you can put David's name because he says you can. You can put your own name on there. You can put anybody you want
You can
as a
put
write-in.
anybody's name on
Right
there
in.
as a write-in too.
Yeah,
If you don't
and
like
take
any of
the
the
vote.
candidates,
Take the vote away from the Democrat in Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, take the vote away from
we
the
could take the
Democrat.
votes away from there. So yeah, why not?
That's right.
Hey, you can vote David Meade for mayor. You can vote uh, Corey for mayor. You can vote Annalisa for mayor,
Oh
the city
no,
of
no,
Fall
not
River.
me. I'm not from there. No, not me. No, no.
Hey, I would like to have a woman mayor. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
No.
hey, you know something? A woman mayor does better job than a guy does. Believe it or
Really?
not.
Oh, I don't
Yeah, they
know.
do. Yeah, well, that's my opinion.
Okay.
So
Have you
yeah,
ever had a woman mayor in Fall River?
no, we never had a woman mayor.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, they do a job. They do a better job as mayor, but I never see them do a better job as governor. So I mean, so I
Well,
don't know.
Michelle
I
Wu
mean,
is not really doing that great of a job.
well, she's not. So I
No,
mean, for what I
stinks.
understand about her, yeah,
She stinks. She
she
stinks.
stinks, and she wants sanctuary city. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
and
she's got the sanctuary city. Yeah, she's
yeah,
got it. She's
but
got
we
it.
gotta we gotta we gotta break that sanctuary city and make it a reality city. You know what I'm saying? So
Lawless, lawless.
lawless, yes,
All about lawlessness and it's all about compassion, even when billions of dollars are being poured into the illegals. That's what it's all about. It's not about the
yeah,
law and that they came into this country illegally. It's
yeah,
about compassion.
yep, yes, it is. It's about
That's what
compassion.
that's their argument.
Yeah,
That's their argument. It's like, no, 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 no. No, you cannot just have anybody walk into a country because they feel like it. We're not
yes,
a country anymore if that's the case. There has to be law and order. There has to be law and order, period.
that's right.
There has to be.
So
There has to
has to
be.
be. All right. Well,
All right.
I'm going to get going. Like CJ Ferry said, and Chip, hold your politicians accountable. You know what I'm saying?
Stay
You know,
angry.
stay angry, and hold your politicians accountable. Because if you don't, and keep fighting for that audit
And
too.
and the government works for you.
You don't work for the government. We
Right.
are the government.
Right.
We the people. Don't forget. Get out there and vote November. Get out there and vote for change, people. Get off that couch
Yeah.
potato. Get your big butts off of that couch.
Stop eating chips and go do something.
Stop eating chips and popcorn and get off that couch and go vote and make change.
That's right. Go there physically. Be there. No mail-in ballots. Go there
Go there, man. For
and
you,
vote.
even if you have to run to the polls, man, get there and vote.
Yeah.
vote
Yeah.
for change, man, because if you don't vote for
You
change,
need it. You need it. You need
we
the
need it.
change.
Because if we don't vote for change, guess what happens? Okay, this city is already going down the tubes. Okay,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
already going down the tubes already, and we don't want to go it down further when we can save it now.
In
So
November, it happened. We got rid of Kamala Harris and the Biden administration. It can happen again, where most people, a lot of people will come out to vote, and they did, and they voted in President Trump. It
yes,
can be done. It can be done.
yes.
It can be done.
So that's it, folks. Stay angry. Uh, and hold your politicians accountable. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. Annalisa, I'll see you next
Yep.
Wednesday,
Yep.
and we'll talk
Yep.
a little bit more about Mayor Paul COOGEN. Talk a little bit more about Swampscott and Michelle Wu and all the other stuff over there too. So we put this all in the mix. So yes.
All right.
So have a great night, and I'll see you next Wednesday
Yeah.
with Alfonso Hathaway.
Yep.
So, yeah, he loves the National Guards, man. So I'll tell you.
That's good. That's good.
That is good. Yeah.
That is
So,
good.
yep. So take it easy. Have a great night.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. So, yes. So, I agree that we should have, the National Guards down here in Massachusetts because, it is a sanctuary city down here too, as well as Boston, and and we and having the National Guards down here will help. You know what I'm saying? Help matters because right now, I mean, it's too dangerous down here. It's too dangerous at the bus terminal. The security guards down there don't they're useless. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry to say it, but they are. You know what I'm saying? And and letting that girl go, letting those girls go, made it worse. It looked like it was they were enabling the violence down here too. So I've had people tell me that they are people are scared. People don't want to go down there. They don't want to take the bus because of all the stuff that's going on. Not only the bus terminal, throughout the whole entire city, throughout the whole entire city, Massachusetts, like Boston, Chicago, Minnesota. There's a lot of things going on, and I think it's better that the National Guards come out and help out the police, and make sure that everybody's safe. So that's my opinion. But on that note, Mayor Paul COOGEN, on his last campaign, he was in a Portuguese restaurant when he was doing his time. When he was running for mayor, I think it was back in 2020 or 2021 when he had too much to drink and he came out and he hit somebody's car and he called up the police chief and told the police chief to I don't want to put these on the books, and he actually paid these people off. You know what I'm saying? So but there was no consequences for Mayor Paul COOGEN. But if now that I'm wondering, okay, that that if that was someone else drinking and with a DUI, that person would lose their license. But the mayor of the city of Fall River, hit somebody's car, and he practically got away with it because he's the mayor of the city of Fall River, which is Mayor Paul COOGEN should be held accountable for that. So yes, so he should be held accountable for that too. But anyways, take care, everybody. Have a great night. Stay angry and hold your politicians accountable. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching. This is Dave Mead, Fall River Media News. See you on Wednesday at 6:30 and Thursday at 6:30 with Annalisa. So take care, everybody, and have a great night. And I also hope that those girls that vandalized at the bus station, I hope they're brought to justice and they're punished for it. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.